I am really impressed with this find, and I wouldn't be surprised if you recognized her. The Aston Martin DB5 Vantage, one of roughly 65 in the world, a true 60s British classic. She needs a bit of the old magic here and there, but I'll have her gleaming like a movie star when I'm done.
Hi, I'm Rob Cram, and today we're taking a look at Playground Games' Forza Horizon. The racing genre has seen a decline in popularity over the years, but this hasn't stopped the established franchises still making a go of things, and perhaps it's brand recognition that has given rise to Turn 10 handing over development of its franchise to a new studio. From the outside, it could be easily seen that Horizon isn't on the same level as the Forza games, although shares enough similarities to proudly bear the Forza name. As a spin-off game, Horizon presents a more arcade-like experience, complete with background story and the chance to hit the open roads for the first time in various souped-up vehicles. It has to be said, in its own right, Horizon is a fully functional and rather well-executed racing game packed with features, and yet is quite the departure from the more rigid offerings of its predecessors. The influences from great games such as Project Gotham Racing 4 are evident as you scream around the roads performing tricks to rack up points, and in a way, if the game had motorcycles, you could almost imagine a true successor to PGR 4, and rightly so, as the Playground Games team comprises of several heads involved with some of the recent races of our generation. Forza Horizon offers a steadfast and easy progression with some distractions to make the more open world more than just a route between the many events on offer. Each of the game's festivals is dominated by a rival racer, the one to beat, and as players jump in and out of various events earning cash, they level up using coloured wristbands, which unlocks more events and continues the story. Most events comprise of point-to-point races or circuits versus 7 rather aggressive AI opponents. However, there's good use of the changing times of day, offering more than just brightly lit conventional races. Dusk, dawn and night racing feature well, but it's when the optional events are investigated that more variety is offered. The street races, for example, place racers amongst civilian traffic, and when coupled with nighttime make for some tense and unpredictable affairs. Aside from entering optional races, there are other intricacies found when hitting the open road. Finding collectibles which act as tuner discounts, looking for old cars in barns, and it's simply fun driving at speed through canyons, towns and off-road, building up combos and earning lots of prestigious points in the process. Players can also challenge various AI racers who line the Colorado roads in their numbers, although these can interfere when aiming for high combos and points due to their erratic driving behaviour. Various teleport locations each have their own events too, and include things like driving cars to specific map locations, whipping the camera out for a pleasant scenic view shot. The bottom line is, Horizon isn't short on content within its open world, and with tailored difficulty options, and even the chance to race against friends and rivals ghosts makes for a bespoke challenge that simply wants to entertain, and it does so very well. Forza Horizon comes complete with a wealth of technical data from Turn 10, who have spent years perfecting their art of getting the vehicles to handle and move just right. The controls in Horizon are easy to master and the learning curve quite forgiving, making for a highly accessible game thanks to its more arcade approach. There's really no penalty for driving like a loony and having no regard for sportsmanship, which in this case is a good thing. Horizon also sports some great visuals with its day and night cycle, which presents a neat contrast to day driving and adds new dangers to familiar roads. The background details are grand, often providing stunning vistas and a great sense of scale. Up close the clarity gets lost to a degree, but the focus is primarily on the Colorado scenery, which looks fantastic and well varied. The nighttime festival spirit is also captured very well, and when visiting the Race Central hub at the start of night events, there's a real sense of involvement. Cars are also of a high quality as expected, although there's perhaps less detail when actually racing compared to the fancy showroom looks. The audio is very impressive, featuring a vast soundtrack covering multiple genres that fit within the festival theme of the game. However, turn off the radio stations and just listen to the cars provide some inspiring sound effects that are well placed. The little voice acting there is also retains a high standard, which is good, although naturally the player character doesn't speak. The story element could have been fleshed out a bit more, but seems to willingly step aside in favour of letting players do their own thing. A good move indeed, and less lines for the voice cast. Forza Horizon not only rests well within its single player content, offering hours of gameplay, but provides a multiplayer and community based experience as well. Painters can make designs, import them from Forza 4 and mess around with the auction community side of things, whereas the more competitive can create car clubs and tackle the many serious and not so serious online racing options. Players can create tailored conditions to suit individual needs, which is perhaps standard but well implemented here. It's hard to criticise Forza Horizon because it ticks each box with ease and never fails to do what it sets out. Sure, it's easy to perhaps complain at some omitted vehicles, overly aggressive AI and cheating AI, or not having a larger world, even dynamic weather. But as a package, there's an excellently crafted racing game here that packs a punch and injects plenty of fun into what could be seen as a too serious genre. Horizon captures the flavour of the simulation racer that does things its own way with bravado and panache, ultimately coming out on top with its head held high. With such a quality pedigree behind the game, racing fans would be mad to pass this one up. Forza Horizon scores an impressive 9 out of 10. I'm Rob Cram, thanks for watching.